Most of the Denver metro area saw significant snow totals from yesterday's storm, but in our official record books, it'll still say October 14th was Denver's biggest snowstorm of the season. That, of course, is because the official weather station measuring Denver is the one out at the airport at DIA. The airport only reported 2.3 inches of snow. Meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen now explaining why our sensor is so far away from the bulk of our population.
Some light snow around the Denver International Airport today, but once again, some of the lowest reports in the area. No biggie except that Denver's official weather measurements are taken at the airport. Only 2.3 inches of snow was recorded with Monday's storm at DIA, but just 20 miles west, 11 inches in Westminster.
Well, it's fully understandable why some people would get frustrated over that.
Paul Schlatter with the National Weather Service agrees that DIA is not the greatest spot to represent the entire Denver area, especially when it comes to snowfall. But he points out that with as much as snowfall varies in the Denver metro area from storm to storm and even in single storm events, a sensor located anywhere else might also vary greatly. He also says it's all relative because averages are different at different locations. If you look at the season so far, DIA with just 14.4 inches of snow is more than a foot below average. Compare that to other stations in the area like Stapleton, where the official reading used to be before DIA was built, 16.5 inches so far, also nearly a foot below average. But at Denver Water near downtown, 18.4 inches, almost an inch above average. Most other weather stations across the metro show snowfall very close to average, the low-end outliers being parts north and northeast, which includes DIA. So why can't we just move the sensor back to Stapleton or downtown to Denver Water? Schlatter says that's not easily done and unlikely to happen.
We're kind of bound by FAA regulations, having the official measurement site at Denver International Airport.
He says the National Weather Service relies on the airport, as do most cities in the U.S., to provide official weather data. And since automated snowfall data is not yet acceptable and our NWS office is in Boulder, that means we must also rely on airport employees to measure the snow. Schlatter says they trained a few DIA security guards to properly measure and report snowfall every 6 hours as required by the FAA. In Denver, meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, 9 News.
You may not like the stats, but the good news is if the snow is not at the airport, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, it's a good thing, but it does frustrate people because when they say what the temperature was and the differences, so it is.
And somehow we get through it.
We somehow manage. Yeah. Everybody wants to after you get through the really tough days, you want to say, oh no, I got more snow than you. Once I'm through with it, I'm going to tell you, it was way worse where I was. Okay.